Hey everyone, it's JoJo and welcome to another Beyblade Burst Turbo unboxing and review. Today I have a new SlingShock Beyblade. This is Xcalius X4 and I am disappointed already. But no, really, let's check out this Beyblade before we judge it, before we open it up. Alright, so here we have the front of the packaging. Xcalius X4, also known as Buster Excalibur from Cho-Z. Here we got the Beyblade displayed up front. And yeah, I can already tell, no metal on the performance tip. All right, here on the back, we got the stats and parts. Energy layer, Xcalius X4. Forged disc is D55. Performance tip is TA17-S. Here we got the stats. Attack is 11. Burst is 5. 0 defense. 7 weight. And 3 agility and 0 stamina. And we are half and half on the SlingShock meter. Alright, let's check out this Beyblade. And here is Xcalius X4. And guess what? There is a little bit of metal on the energy layer. Not a whole lot, but at least it's something. Alright, so here we have the very top of the layer, Xcalius X4. You can see the face of Xcalius on both sides. There's something kind of weird, a little off about this color, like right away. Definitely looks like it's a little bit faded for some reason, but yeah, that's just Hasbro plastic for you, I guess. But yeah, the metal part I'm actually talking about is just this shiny bottom area. So not this outer part here, but you could definitely tell the color. The difference in color. So this metal tip is actually metal. So I think it's to help it with the gimmick. If you guys don't know the gimmick, this sword is movable. So let's demonstrate that. To activate the gimmick of Xcalius, there's a little tab in here, you just push that in and the sword falls down. So I think it just needed that weight, that extra metal weight to actually have the gimmick work. And finally, we have the back side. There is the QR code. Go ahead and scan that right now. You'll get this in the Beyblade Burst app. Alright, so while we're back here, to put it back into normal mode, you push the sword tip up and then you lock it in. You can barely see it, but there is a little tab there and you push that in with your fingernail or with the prong of the disc and it should lock into place. So the gimmick doesn't actually work that well because, yeah, it'll stick out more, but because it is kind of like, it does move up and down, it doesn't lock in it's not in a stationary position, or it doesn't lock in position, so it's just gonna get pushed back in. So either way, it's not a very good gimmick. I think Sieg Excalibur was a lot better, or still is a lot better than Buster Excalibur, or Xcalius X4, I'm sorry. Alright, so we have the forged disc. This is also known as 1-. Only 2 stars. Not Scooty approved. And I'm very disappointed in this performance tip. So this is also known as sword. And I do have the Takara Tomy. I'll do a comparison with the layer in a little bit. The Takara Tomy, this one even has metal on it, but they decided to stick with just plastic here. I mean, Wedge S has metal, and they have other metal performance tips like weight and iron, but I guess they didn't want to put metal on this SlingShock performance tip, which is kind of weird. I don't know why they would do that. I guess they used all the metal for the layer. That's all they could afford. But anyway, yeah, here is the performance tip, also known as sword. An attack type, obviously. And to change the mode, there is a tab here, and you just turn it over, and it goes down into SlingShock mode. Now it's a lot wider and flatter, so it's gonna have a lot more aggressive pattern, but it gets shorter compared to the normal mode, which makes it taller. Alright, so before I put this Beyblade together, let's do a comparison to Takara Tomy. I'm just gonna compare the layer and the tips. Alright, so Takara Tomy, check that out. So Takara Tomy, the full sword is all metal. And it's only the tip here on Hasbro that's metal. But you can kind of see the difference between the colors. Like, again, this one looks a lot more faded. And here is the back side. And the gimmick on Takara Tomy, it works just the same, the way you lock and unlock it. Alright, so we have the sword, the real metal sword here on the left, Takara Tomy, and then Hasbro. I mean, same design, but yeah, not the same material, obviously. Okay, so let's do a weight test now. Alright, so Hasbro energy layer, 15 grams. Takara Tomy Buster Excalibur, 19. Got 4 grams on him. And then Hasbro Performance Tip, 6. And then we have 10. So yeah, huge weight difference between the two. Alright, so let's put this Beyblade together. Ooh, that's actually really loose. So it's really loose up into this point, but at this point it's gonna it's almost close to bursting. So ooh, wow, for an attack type, that's got some really weak slopes on it. Yeah. Alright, well, that's said and done. Let's do a test spin and test battle. Alright, first test launch of Xcalius X4, first in normal mode. 3, 2, 1, let it. Ooh, very, very unbalanced and wobbly. Not very aggressive. Alright. And I think I did have the gimmick out, so that might have been a factor in the unbalanced. So let me put that back in actually. So now the gimmick in the layer is normal, and now the performance tip is in SlingShock mode. 3, 2, 1, let it. Alright, a little bit more aggressive, wider pattern, movement pattern, but still very unbalanced. But I felt like Xcalius has always been. Oh wow, the gimmick keeps coming loose for some reason. Yeah, I had locked that and it just went loose again. So let's launch it, and the gimmick is off in the layer, so let's try that again. Yeah, I think it got tripped up. These two swords that poke out, it got tripped up in the rails there. And yeah, check it out, the thing came loose. So this comes loose on its own during battle, which is, you know, so basically the lock is not secure on this this gimmick here. So that's pretty disappointing. But either way, I guess it's a lot more fun to have it out, but it's still, you don't have that option. It just comes loose on its own. Alright, so that is the test launch. Let's do a test battle. Alright, so here I have Fornius F4. Let's keep it in normal mode because I want it to be stationary, or somewhat stationary for this battle. And then let's see if Xcalius can burst it. Alright, so both Beyblades are in normal mode. 3, 2, 1, let it. and it was unsuccessful. Let's switch it over to SlingShock, and again the gimmick came loose. Let's keep, oh look, a little bit halfway. Let's keep Fornius F4 in normal mode. 3, 2, 1, let it. Yeah, not a lot of attacking power behind Xcalius X4, even though there is metal here. Just does not hold up. It's very unbalanced, and I've seen the swords getting tripped up in the rails, so it's just gonna like lose stamina and then get tripped up and just basically fall over. Even with the Takara Tomy driver, that would scrape too once it started to tilt, even in just like the regular burst stadium. So this driver really does not do very well in the Rail Rush base stadium. Alright, let's do one more battle, make this a little bit more exciting. Let's put Fornius in SlingShock mode now. 3, 2, 1, let it. Ooh, that was a good one. But look, almost to bursting. It's like halfway. So this one, yeah, it comes loose halfway and then it stops a little bit right there. And oh, no slide on Fornius F4. So my final thoughts about this Beyblade. Well, first of all, Buster Excalibur wasn't a very good attack layer to begin with. The gimmick doesn't really work, and neither does this one. But with this version, it's just really half done. Literally half done. There's only metal on half of it, but at least it's something. And the gimmick doesn't lock very well, so the locking mechanism on the layer is very poor. It just comes loose on its own. And the performance tip, like, it doesn't even have the metal parts that it's supposed to. It doesn't do well in the stadium. It gets, again, it just gets tripped up on the rails and scrapes. So overall, I don't think it's a very good Beyblade. But that's just my opinion. A positive, at least there's metal. But please tell me what you think about this Beyblade. Let me know in the comment section below. And if you want to know where I got this, I did get this online at Amazon.com, so just search it up there and it's available for you to purchase online. But yeah, again, tell me what you think. Thanks for watching, leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will see you next time with more Beyblade Burst Turbo.